Oh, all right, y'all. Dang. Been about a week since the last live, so I said I got a little time. Gonna jump in here and just talk for a little bit. Now we got Amanda talking about she's coming back, right? Oh man, hold on. Yeah, connection is pretty good here where I'm at. So, all right, kind of an odd time. So, what's up? What's going on? I got an hour, like an hour or two to kill before I step back out here. So, I said, let me jump on here for a minute and just talk about Amanda coming back and see if y'all got any thoughts on Pena Harrison. I mean, for real, like Julianna Pena, if Kayla's weight cut does affect her performance, Pena might have a chance, you know? Striking wise, that's about all I see though. Like on the ground, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I just keep seeing like Kayla overpowering her, you know? All right. So let me see. The prelim starts at 6, and I know the headline. Well, the early prelim start at 6, and the headliner on the early prelims. Let me see. Is Lipsky and Kong. So that should be, like I said, that one should be a finish. I think. I mean, we've been having some rough weight cuts lately. I mean, as much as they don't want to admit, I think Barber's illness and sickness contributed to the rough weight cut. Now you got Lipsky also having some issues with sickness, missing weight by 6 pounds. And the thing with Kayla, I mean, she made weight, right? No, no issue there. You didn't hear about no trips to the ER this time. But with Kayla Harrison, I mean, hers just kind of shows in the face, right? But I mean, hey, she made it. She made it. That's why I'm saying, look, I'm not gonna make any type of excuses for her. Like even how her performance looks, I ain't gonna say nothing about the weight cut because she made it. And if Pena beats her, like I said, if Pena beats Kayla, I ain't gonna make no excuse for Kayla. I ain't gonna say anything because for me, like I said, I'm just hoping for a good fight. I don't have a dog in this race anyway. So, what's up, Robot Chicken? I have no dog in this race. I just want a good fight. Um, I ain't gonna be mad at all if Pena wins. Like I know everybody wants Kayla to win because they want to see a new face for bantamweight, but how long is that going to last due to these weight cuts being so rough? Like that's a question. Like how long do y'all really think it's going to last? I mean, Pena has, I believe Pena, she has many more chances at making 135, even the older she gets. But Kayla making 135 and winning this belt, is that really going to help the division? Like, do you really think she's going to continue to make 135 and be there like this new face like Ronda? That's the one thing people have to think about. They just want to see a new face so bad, but and I'm one too. Like, I'd like to see a new face at bantamweight too, but is Kayla really going to be this new face for the bantamweight division? Like, I don't know. Like everybody wanted when she first got there, it was like, oh, we got a new face. I want to see her get the belt, get the belt. Okay, yeah, like for her accolades, yeah, it works, but does it really help the division? Like versus Amanda coming back or Julianna Pena? Like, say if Julianna Pena wins the belt, I mean, if she retains the belt, I know people are just kind of bored with these faces, but at the same time, like Kayla winning doesn't really do her body that much good, does it? It doesn't really do her body that much good to keep making these rough weight cuts. Robot said that's how I feel. I got Kayla. Wouldn't be mad if Pena wins. Yeah. I really like, yeah, I got Kayla at the end. At the end of the day, like Pena always says, like, because I think Kayla, if she hydrates and she's on point and everything is intact, like her mental state and her physical state, if everything is intact and she's not feeling weak, I think that her physical gifts are the one thing about her that always keeps her ahead of all the other girls. Because I don't think anybody's really that strong as her in the division. The same as I think Manon is like the strongest flyweight, the uncrowned flyweight, because Valentina is the strongest in her division, and I don't really think that many of these other girls have that type of strength. Between Miranda and Rose, I'm going for Miranda, but I kind of picking Rose here off of experience. I like for Miranda to win. I think Miranda's really strong, but I don't know like if her stand up game is. I don't know if her stand up game is like stand up game and her footwork. I don't know if it's going to be polished enough for to match Rose. I mean, who do you got? That's next week, right? Yeah, that's the co-main event next week. I mean, hey, good on Miranda. I mean, she's got a co-main event. This is her first co-main event. Um, it does her good to be at this level, to be fighting on this level. So I think if Miranda shows some new levels and if she wins, it's better for the division because I think that fight will keep her busy. Whenever she comes back, say if Miranda wins and she falls into the 6 or 7 spot or 8 spot, she's going to be in a coveted spot. So it's going to force the UFC to give her more fights. And I think, there's some good fights out there for her. Like I said, hopefully, she has a couple of new levels to show. And Robots, I think Jazzy should fight Rose Maverick versus. I think Jazzy should fight Rose. That's what I wanted to see, and I wanted to see Maverick and Kareem, or her versus O'Neal. Either one of those would have made sense. I think now, Jazzy versus. I know some people have been saying Jazzy versus Grasso. That would be interesting. Jazzy versus Grasso. I still think Manon versus Grasso is a good fight. But with Grasso in a 2 fight skid, I mean, it wouldn't be bad for her to fight further down. Seeing as Manon just lost this first fight, so I think Manon still deserves like a higher level fight. But who else is the higher level fight now, right? I don't know. But yeah, Pena, like the thing with Pena, man, I don't know, man. Like the thing with Pena, like I said, the only way she can win is if her striking isn't as like offensive in this type of fight. Like she can't really do what she did to Amanda, and she can't do what she can't approach this fight the same way she did Amanda. Like two different type of fighters. Kayla's physical. Like Kayla's going to be looking for any opportunity for the takedown. See, Amanda was in like striking mode in both of those fights. Where Kayla, I think she's gonna be looking straight for takedown. So if she's in that mid range or in that pocket, Pena's getting taken down. So Pena has got to like move side to side. Like she's got to be on her game. Like side. Has Pena ever moved side to side? Like that's what I was saying in my video. Like Aaron moves side to side. Like Aaron's lateral movement is way better. Like for the way we talk about Aaron striking, it's like everybody always says like Aaron raggedy. But I'm just saying like Pena got a good jab, but has she ever moved like laterally? Like does she ever have lateral movement? Because that would be effective in this fight. Like if she was able to dot Kayla up with some good shots and move, I'm just saying. Because that's really gonna have to be her game. Like Julianna Pena's got to stay on her feet. I'm just saying, like I don't even think she can entertain the ground at all with Kayla Harrison. Maybe after she like beats her, if she was able to beat her up and wear her down, then maybe get her back or something like that. And like Kayla's just like spaghetti arms. But I'm just saying, like, it would have to come off of a situation like that. But Julianna Pena hadn't really like, let me see, outside of the Amanda fight, who is she beating down to get a submission? Like, I don't know. Hey, Marcus Bell, seems like it's been a minute. What's up? Um, Grasso's fire is gone. Yeah, I hate to say it, but yeah, her fire hasn't been there. I mean, hey, the one thing Grasso can say is I touched the belt. That's the number one thing she can always say is, hey, I did get the belt. Like, much as I hate to say it, like that's the one thing she can always say is, hey, at least I did get in there at one point and got it. It's a story to tell one day, right? Um, Jane said, "Good evening, good evening." Hold on. Carl said, "What about Manon versus Natalia if Val fights Wei Lee?" Um, I would rather I'd rather see Natalia versus Aaron since Aaron just won two fight. Did she just win two fights? Let me see. No, 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 no. Aaron. Well, I keep thinking of that Barber fight. That was a psychological win. That was a psychological TKO over Macy Barber. I'm just, I'm just saying. No, I think Aaron and Natalia would be good. I think coming off a loss, style wise, Natalia would be kind of rough right now. I think Manon could win, but with the way it's going right now, with that momentum, I would think Natalia would be dangerous. I would say Natalia might get her in that fight because I like both of them now. That's what I'm saying. I'm just being real. Like I think if Manon was like still on a streak, she would win. But with Natalia's momentum right now in that last performance, I think Natalia might get that one. Because Natalia got a knack for fighting these big girls too. Like Natalia got a little bit of a strategy that just seems too much for these big girls, right? Um, uh, Valentina versus Whaley. To me, I think money wise, I would make it 50-50. I hope they don't screw her over in there. I think it should be 50-50 because number one, Wei Lee might seem more popular. She might seem like to be the headliner and everybody loves her, right? But Valentina is what makes it interesting, right? Because Wei Lee's the one screaming her name, right? So Wei Lee don't want to move to 125 and fight anybody else. Like Wei Lee wants to move to 125 for her. So to me, you have to give them both the same. I'd say 50-50. Barber versus Manon. Yeah, Barber versus Manon. Barber versus Manon. That's one. Make that a me. Yeah, make that. If they do it, make it a main event just for to me for Manon's sake, like UFC fight night. Make her fight a 5 round fight with her. Barber versus Manon. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Man, that's another thing I just wanted to talk about. Like, people gotta chill, man. People on IG, they on her dog on Instagram talking all kinds of junk. Like, it's done, man. Like, what's done is done. Just chill out, man. Like, people. I mean, these are grown men too. Like, grown men messing with some woman online. I'm like, it's gone, man. Like, she messed up. Think what you want to think. Like, I don't think she deserves a main event anymore. I think she deserves to fight down. I think she needs to be on the prelims. There's a lot of things I think, and it's for her own good. I think she needs to go up to 135. But people need to chill. Like, get all. Some grown men need to get off Instagram and just chill. Like, see, I just got back on. I just got back on today, and that's what I see. Like people just calling Macy Barber names and stuff. I'm like, yo, man, I wanted to see the fight too, but dang, come on. I'm not even like I said, I'm not that big of a fan. I was going for Aaron, but come on. Tay Tay. Um yeah, I mean, yeah, Whaley's not a draw, but I mean, yeah, it just needs to be 50-50. I mean, if y'all want to do the fight, just make it 50-50. That's how I see it. Because they both bringing something to the table. Neither one of them is over the other right now when it comes to uh, attention. I don't think that would be right if they tried to cheat Valentina out of some money, um, or overpay one over the other here. Man, Kayla's chances. I mean, Pena's chances really come down to her being a somewhat of a elite striker in this type of fight. Is that possible? Like, what other chances does she have outside of good striking? Like, and I mean busting Kayla's nose up. Like, I'm just being real. Like, busting her nose up is really her main target. And that's not to make fun or disrespect. I'm just saying, like, it's there to be hit. I mean, I would target. I mean, Valentina, she did it when she fought Manon. I mean, she caught her in the nose and just started working, and it did some damage. So I'm thinking the same thing needs to happen here. Go right in that nose and start working. Just keep working that face, make her swell up. I don't know if y'all noticed. Was that like makeup on the left side of Kayla's face when they were doing the stare down, or was that a big bruise from like sparring or something? Because it looked like Kayla kind of had a big bruise. I don't know if it was like a big bruise from sparring. I was like, yeah, work that cheekbone too. Like her cheekbones are kind of, they kind of what's the word I'm looking for? You know the word. Not a woman, so I can't really think of the words y'all use when it comes to like cheekbones. What is it? Not exaggerated. What is it? Not exaggerated, but extenuated. Is that it? Is that what I'm thinking? When a woman's cheekbones are like really, really like not emphasized. And I know that's just kind of how her face is. So I see that little bruise right there. And I was just like, that might be where she needs to go, like right at the bridge of the nose and then go on the cheekbone. Zaman said Kong by finish. Yeah, I think so. Kong by finish. Kong is probably going to win by finish. I think Kong is. I really don't think Lipsky needs to be fighting. Lipsky really should not be fighting this Saturday, tonight. I really don't think so. Extenuated. Mike Meyer. Thank you. I'm watching TV at the same time, so I was just like, wait a minute, what's that word? Extenuated. Yeah, accentuated. 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 Yeah. Let me ask y'all a yes or no question. Does Pena have the skills to be a B level striker in this fight? Because I think a B level striker could win at least 3 rounds against Pena. B level striking plus A minus takedown defense. That's what I'm worried about, though, man. Pena doesn't have the. Pena's heart is so big that it kind of smothers her brain. Like Pena's not a dumb person. Like when you hear Pena talking, she's very smart. I like Pena, but sometimes her heart smothers her brain, so she says stupid things. She says stupid things and does. I know a lot of people like that. very smart, but their heart's bigger than their brain. When you keep telling them to do something, they won't stop. They keep doing it because the heart keeps telling them. And that's how Pena fights. And I mean, she's admitted that. She's admitted that. Kayla's seen it. Kayla said it too. Like, Kayla, she says she fights dumb. Like, Pena's not dumb. She just fights dumb. And Pena admitted that. Like, one time or two, she was like, I just got stupid in there. She's like, I did something stupid. And I'm like, yeah, you did. You did. Good jab, yes. Bad execution, yes. So if she chooses, hold on. I was looking at my TV in here. Hold on. Let me go back to the comment thing. Pull it up. Hopefully, Tay Tay said, hopefully striking is not elite to me, but I would pick Pena over Kayla when it comes to striking. Yeah. And Kayla's been working with Dakota too, so I think that's going to help her. I think it's going to help her. Claude said Lipsky getting cut. How did she get cleared to fight? Maybe. The fight became a catch weight. Her and Wayne Kong agreed on a catch weight. Wayne Kong was definitely nice about it. She wasn't mad. She agreed to a catch weight, so that's why they cleared it. I mean, medically, I wouldn't have cleared it if that's what you mean. Like her sickness or whatever she's dealing with, that's not a good thing. Like, even if Wayne Kong agreed, in my opinion, I would have said, nah, let's get her out of here. Like, not tonight. She probably ain't going to fare well in this one. Overall, the UFC sucks big time right now. Yeah, they've been making some. I don't know. They kind of been dropping the ball on some things here, man. Like, it's not really a good look in their eyes with some things right now. Yeah, Lipsy won't get cut yet off of this. She won't get cut. I don't know though, man. Julianna Pena sticking to a striking game plan. It sounds doable, but she'd have to be, like I said, she got to be lighter on her feet. She have to move her to takedown. She got to be on point with her takedown defense, and she can't accept being on the bottom in this fight. She got to be quick with her scrambles. Good wrestler, but once Kayla's on top of you, it's kind of hard to get her off. Like Holly, Holly was known as a physically strong fighter, but I know age catches up, but Holly couldn't even get her off like that. So maybe if Pena was like the size of like Ketlin, she would beat more girls. Like if Pena had Ketlin's size and her type of striking and heart, then maybe, yeah, then maybe she would have, like, if Pena was as big as Ketlin and fights like Pena. Well, let's say if Ketlin fought like Pena did, then she wouldn't be fighting for the title right now. I think that Ketlin would have beaten Pena, but she's a little too. Ketlin's, she's like, what did BJ say in his other video about Macy? He said a puppy. Yeah. Bit of a puppy. Hold on. I agree with that, JP. I had said that earlier in my video. I was saying about her kicks. Hold on. JP said Pena needs to watch out for Kayla's leg kicks. Yeah. Kayla was kicking Ketlin's leg from under, and I could see her doing that to Pena. Amanda Nunes was doing that to Pena too. So yeah, that's a strategy. I was saying in my video, like, where because I watched the fights the other day. I watched the first Nunes and Pena fight, and Nunes was landing some good leg kicks. They were kind of taking Pena off balance. Like, Pena a little too front foot heavy, man. She a little too front foot heavy. To be said, I'm late, but I'll get it out the way. Pena power all the way. Oh no, you ain't late. I'll be on here for like another few minutes till like 5:15, 5:20. Man, I just know like if Kayla go to that calf, that's gonna take her down. It's gonna take her down. The she might not even have to take her down. She might have to. All she gotta do is land those leg kicks, and that's gonna make Pena react. And how do y'all think about her chin right now? Like, what do y'all think about Pena's chin? As far as like, she can get back up, man, but a couple of knockdowns might be in the cards here. Like, I don't see Kayla having that type of style to like knock Pena out. Because if Amanda couldn't knock her out, I don't see Kayla doing that. But every now and then, if you touch her on the right spot, sweet spot there, she'll go down. Tay said Pena had a lot of heart. She's definitely not afraid to go into deep waters. She don't give up that easily. Yeah, no, she don't give up easy, man. Like, you gonna know you've been in a fight. That's the one thing. Like, Valentina came out clean, but she had a pretty rough first round. But she still came out clean. Then GDR took some shots, but she didn't come out looking too bad. Let's just put it this way: you gotta finish Pena. You gotta finish Pena. As much as people hate Pena, like, the girl's tough. So to really beat Pena, you gotta finish her. MMA Art said I'm picking Kayla to win just because of her size, but if Kayla gasses, then she's getting finished. Yeah. JP said getting dropped by Rocky isn't a good look. No. Yeah, she got shut down with a couple of them shots. When she got hit right on the chin, like her whole body like just went down. So yeah, her striking's getting better, two beasts. Like, her striking's gotten better. I think her leg kicks are going to be a big factor in this fight. Even her head kick, I think her head kick might be a little underrated. Similar to Aaron, I actually think if Kayla wanted to strike in this fight side to side and move, because she's a little bit lighter on her feet, she might be able to do that. But Pena would have a better chance if she did that, because it would give her a chance to, get some of them really heavy hands on her. But we all know Kayla's that physical specimen, man, and ain't nobody really touching her right now when it comes to that type of strength. Yeah, Rocky don't really press the gas like that. Rocky got a knockdown and she didn't capitalize. So I don't know. Amanda. So Amanda, I was just listening to the rest of her interview, and Amanda is really serious about coming back. Like, I'm talking about, she said no one off. She talking about coming back for good, saying she want to defend the belt as many times as she can. I'm like, what? Okay. Oh man, I I think she's seen Valentina, kind of come back from her not really like rough period, but just seeing Valentina get a belt and then defend it against a tough contender. She wants to do the same thing. Yeah, that might be a thing too. James said about the record. I think that too. Like, when they show those championship numbers and Valentina's, coming up on double digits, I think that Amanda's like, nah. Like, Amanda kind of still got a little rivalry going with Valentina, so she trying to skyrocket her numbers. She trying to skyrocket her numbers a little bit higher. I think that Nunes trying to shoot for like 15 championship fights. She saw how the numbers were closing in, and she was like, "Oh no, I gotta get up there." So I think that this she's thinking, okay, I'm gonna become a 3-time champion. I'm gonna become this 3-time champion, and then when I do that, I'm gonna try to defend as many times as I can, and then I'm gonna try to shoot by her. So let's say Amanda wins against whoever this winner is. We're going to get the Norma Dumont fight. We're going to get that fight. We're going to get her fighting Eileen Perez, and that might be an easy fight, right? So Amanda might be, well, Norma, that might be the competitive fight, but let's say she's going to get at least look at 3 title defenses, okay? Before her body tells her no. I mean, how old is Amanda, man? I don't know, man. Let me see. How old is Amanda? Can she come back and stay that long? Personally, I don't really think it's going to do like a great thing for the division. I think the division just needs fighters that I think it just needs new fighters as a whole, like flyweight. See, because I think, if Grasso had kept the belt, flyweight would still be interesting. Like, let's say Valentina had wanted to retire after she lost to Grasso. You still have a lot of other good fighters, right? But since Amanda left, and let's say Pena left, everybody's been dying for somebody. Now you got Kayla killing herself to make weight. And you got a side fighter like Norma. I like Norma. And I think Norma's the next contender at some point, but they don't really have like that flair or that. I don't know. Like some of them just don't have that spark that can carry a whole division that's kind of dry. See, if Valentina retire, you got a whole bunch of fighters. You got Grasso. You would have Grasso. You'd have Natalia, Aaron, Manon, and Jasmine. A bunch of different fighters. Everybody's kind of watching. But even if Amanda comes back, it's like, all right, you're beating some average girls. Like, okay, I would rather her just do. To me, what do y'all think? Do y'all want her to come back and dominate, or do you just want to see her do a one-off? Nunes is 37. Yeah, she's 37 now. Like, what would I personally would just say, do your one off and go. Like, especially if it was Pena, okay, break that tie and then retire. But even the Kayla thing, if you beat Kayla, become 3-time champion and retire. That's it. Because I don't really think her staying and beating these other girls really does anything for her. It really doesn't to me. Like if they feel like this fight, Kayla and Amanda, Valentina and Wei Lee are like the biggest fight, there's another question. Do y'all think if Kayla wins, do you think they should put Nunes and Kayla and Wei Lee and Valentina on the same card? That'd be a trip because you know what would happen. Valentina might be the undercard. She might be the co-main event. No, they got to be separate. They got to be separate because that would piss Valentina off. That would be wrong. That would be wrong. Man, if they did Kayla and Nunes on the same card as Whaley Valentina, Whaley Valentina deserves its own card. I think it should be main event. Yeah, Claude, I agree. Like, I don't want to see Nunes fight anybody else on the come up. Like, none of those names really make sense for her. Like, the only one, yeah, Kayla. She want to do Kayla so bad, yeah. Let that be their big fight because even Kayla, I don't know how long she's gonna be a legit 130, 135 pounder. She don't have nothing to prove. Yeah, because she might go down as one of them fighters too, man. Like not Amanda, Anderson Silva. You do like Anderson Silva. You come in there and start losing, thinking you all that, then try to come back. Nope, it don't work. Then you start getting injured. No, that's why I said I just don't see like that making making sense outside of her little one-off fight. Let me see. Yeah, Rose and you got Rose and Miranda next week. Nothing really too big, nothing too major there. I just think that Usman Buckley. I got Buckley though. I'm gonna go with Buckley in that fight. Buckley. Hold on. Oh, Michael Chase is on this card. Oh, oh, what? Teresa Bleda and Jamie Lynn Horth, they got canceled. What they get canceled for? Bleda, when did that get canceled? Teresa Bleda out. Oh wow, that was just 3 hours ago. No wonder. Jamie Lynn Horth will now take on Vanessa Demopoulos. Dang, Demopoulos moving up to 130, 125. Oh, that's crazy. Did y'all hear about that? That just happened 3 hours ago. Teresa Bleda out. Maybe she got an injury or something. I don't know, man. Bleda might get cut for a little bit. I mean, she's still young. Like, if they wanted to set her aside so she can just grow, that would be fine. But yeah, Demopoulos, that's crazy. Demopoulos coming up to 125. Again, I think she did that before. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Kayla and Norma sounds like a good fight to me. I'd rather see that fight, honestly, at some point now. Like, that's the one that's been interesting me. Like, Amanda coming back to fight Kayla, yeah, it's it's got a interest to it. But if Amanda stay retired, I want to see some of the other girls move on. You know, when was the last time Norma fought? Last September. Norma about to be on like a year layoff here. Hold on, because Norma ain't been injured, right? They just ain't gave her any fights. Who they got? Norma versus what? Eileen Perez then? I know Norma gonna be talking trash in a minute, man, because she could be like, "Man, they're trying to take my shot." Let me see. Norma's on a 5 fight win streak. She hasn't lost since in 3 years. That was Macy Chason. She beat Aspen Ladd, Felicia Spencer, Kel Rosa, Chelsea Chandler, GDR, Irene Aldana. She's got some contenders on her name. She's got some contenders by her name. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, she did call out. She did call out Rocky. She did call out Rocky. Rocky. Rocky got an injury, or she need to give up that spot though. Yeah, man, it's been about a year since. Let me see, 9 months. Yeah, still that's a long time to be waiting right now. Norma deserves a fight. Uh, what robot say? Oh, she needs money. I don't know, man. Like, I don't think it has anything to do with money. I think I think she's just an addict, man. I think she just wants to fight, which is to me even worse. Yeah, yeah, because I think that when you broke, you just coming back in for a paycheck. Well, yeah, fighting because you broke. That's kind of worse. That's kind of worse because you off financially. You just start taking fights, you know. But I think that she still feels like she's got something to prove right now. That's what I mean. Yeah, I think she still got something to prove. And if she comes back now, uh, I think she's really trained. Well, she has been training. She still has a little something left in the tank for some of these girls. I mean, Kayla's going to be a tough one though if she's able to make a fourth weight cut too. So, I think that's why Amanda's wanting to do this. And like I said, seeing Valentina still fighting at a high level, I think that even though Nunes got those two victories on her resume against Valentina, she still wants to come back and try to surpass that or separate herself from that, even though she already surpasses as far as wins right now. What were what was Nunez's last paychecks? Did they put that up here? Her last big pays? Manny Pacquiao, he coming back next month. Some people saying he broke. Sometimes, yeah, I don't know. Like it depends on your cost of living. I don't know if Amanda Nunes' cost of living is that high though. Like some of these fighters, like Floyd and Manny, you know. Now, if you live within a nice mean, even if you have a child, what she has, she could probably keep. But sometimes fighters they go crazy with it. So I don't know. I'm not in the pockets like that. I know that the money was probably nice though. She probably hit one of the a nice paycheck. She just ain't coming back for a little change. She's coming back for some good money. Yeah, let me see. Manny Pacquiao, when's he coming back next month? About to fight for a belt. He fighting Mario Barrios. I'm like, come on, man. Thing is, he older though, man. He's like 10 years older than Amanda, and way more fights. I know, with Amanda having them kids too, she probably want to, get their scholarships right and stuff like that. So she probably just wants some money, to go ahead and bank that up for them kids too, because they still young, you know, young little kids like that. She probably trying to get as much money as she can. I don't think it's like a broke thing. I think it's just get it while I'm still able type of thing. She probably feeling like, hey, I'm still feeling good. I can still make weight and I can still train and spar at a high level. So let me get back in there. I think it was Valentina when they asked her about it, but she was like, "Yeah, I don't." She she was probably like that. She was like, "Yeah, she probably didn't want to stay retired because it wasn't really in her." She's like, "Some of these fighters say that, but it's never really the truth. So when they fight, they just need to continue on." Let me see. What was it she said? Mm. Okay, let me see the main card. Yeah, Usyk and Dubois, y'all on July 19th. All right, so main event, main card starts about 10, but I'll probably be on for the co-main event. I might get on a little bit earlier. Kind of interested in that Piper and Gaston fight though. I kind of want to see how that goes. Who do y'all got in the main event? I'm gonna go with Marab again. O'Malley gonna really have to get a finish this time because I thought that's what he was going to try to do the first time. Make sure his takedown defense was good, set up the big shot because like Marab did admit he's got a good he's got a good right hand. He's got power. If O'Malley wins, it's got to be a finish to me. He's got to get a finish. Like I don't see him keeping Marab off of him for 5 rounds and getting the decision. You have to finish him, I think. Yeah, Marab, he's got that gas tank, man. He's the machine that comes in there and just does what he does for 5 rounds. So if you can't slow that down, he's not gonna. If he can't slow it down, it's really hard to see him win. But he's gonna have to get a knockout, unless he does something crazy like Nunes Pena, where he's able to just score knockdowns in the fight and maybe skate by with like 3 hard earned rounds. That's about it. Yeah, I don't see Sean making a great deal of improvements to really win. But yeah, it's got to be a finish. Like that's all I'm banking on is like his power and his precision being there, and that's it. Like to me, with such a short amount of time, that's all he should be really focusing on. Like that and his takedown defense, but not really adding anything brand new that's going to throw off, his real weapon. Yeah, I'm still going Marab. Yeah, Marab. I don't think he's losing this one though. I know I definitely had to pick him in that last fight. Marab, who was it? Umar, and everybody was thinking that Marab was gonna lose that fight. I was like, nah. All right, let me take a look at the full card again. I want to look at the main event, not the main event, but the main card. Let me hold on. Main card. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so all right, early prelim starts at 6, like half hour. I'm gonna try to catch that fight if I'm here. Oh, Spivak is fighting, and he dropped all the way down. He's fight. Oh yeah, that's right. He's fighting Costa. I think wasn't Acosta training with Marab too? Undefeated Azamat. Oh, okay, he's on there. Yeah, I think this card might have potential to have a lot of finishes, though. I know some people saying they didn't like this card, but there might be a lot of finishes on here. Oh yeah, Luke and Kevin Holland, Bautista. Oh, Patchy mix. What y'all think about Bautista and Patchy mix? Joe Piper, yeah, Joe Piper and Galston. That might be a good one though. I think the main card is gonna have some bangers here, man. Luke and Holland might be solid, but Bautista and Patchy mix. That's kind of where it's kicking off for me. About Patchy mix has been talking. Um, I think we're gonna get some finishes here. I already know that the co-main event might be a finish. Easy, what's up, man? Yeah, fight night, man. I know it's been about 5 or 6 days since I've been on. I've been busy, but I had to jump on here. I'm gonna get on for the co-main tonight though, because there's gonna be some yelling and screaming. Not over here, right? But there's gonna be some people crying. Yeah, Patchy been talking, man. Patchy, he's coming in. I'm going for Patchy mix in this one. It's gonna be a good fight. Bautista only got 2 losses. I got Super Mario over Patchy Mix. This is a welcome to the UFC type of fight though. It's definitely a welcome to the UFC. It ain't gonna be easy. Was he? I gotta go back and look, man, because I was playing it, but I was in the shower when I was playing it. I was kind of missing what he was saying, and he mad at the presser for me. He just got here, man. He better be soaking this in. He better be soaking in and enjoying it. Because this is his first fight in the UFC, and he on a pay per view card. He better go ahead and just be humble and take it, and make a statement when you get in there. All right, easy. Who you got, man? Lipsky or Wayne Kong? I mean, we all know that should be an easy pick right now, man. I mean, on paper, as far as what's going down, we all gonna say, "Oh yeah, Lipsky's getting knocked out." If Lipsky gets finished, that's what her third loss in a row, because she lost to Jasmine and Kareem. I think she's kind of lost her momentum. He said he lost his prime years. It's everybody else's fault. I think Marab has the ability to. No, I think it's safer for Marab to change a little bit in this fight as far as maybe some defensive techniques, just in case adjust accordingly. I think he needs to just adjust accordingly to avoid any of those power shots. I don't know, man. Like O'Malley, if he can't stop that machine, then I don't know. Easy said Kong can win if she's not feeling herself. Lipsky is trying to save her job right now. That's dangerous. All right, here's the next question for y'all. Who do you think turns into a grappler first, Wayne Kong or Lipsky? Whoever feels that, whoever touches their chin first, who's going to turn into a grappler? I mean, Lipsky's turned some girls into grapplers now. She turned JoJo and Molly McCann into some takedown specialists that night. That was a little while back, but yeah. Kong can get a submission. Kong can get a submission though. Yeah, you got to KO Marab. That's how I see it. I think you just got to KO him. You ain't gonna out wrestle. You ain't gonna outwork him. No, I think Kong. I don't think Kong is pissed. She might be a little disappointed, but she went on Instagram and said, hey, she kind of showed her, respect. She didn't really go in on her like that. I guess she's still coming in to do her thing. Does Lipsky have an advantage there? I mean, does she really? Does she have? I'm trying to think. Does she really have like a great advantage? Because Lipsky is sneaky with submissions, yeah, but you can control her on the ground. There's been some times she's been on her back. I'm like, come on now, what happened? What happened? Yeah, James, 6 pounds is a lot, but I don't really think it's going to be like an advantage in this fight because the way she fights and the reason she missed weight, I don't really think it's going to be an advantage. Like when Ketlin was in her fight with Macy, like I don't really think it was some strategy where she was like, "I'm gonna come in heavy so I can take her power" or something like that. But yeah, nobody should miss weight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If she did miss weight this bad, and if she was really dealing with like an illness, I don't think she needs to be fighting tonight either. She's good on the ground when she's in control, not in the guard. Right, right. Yeah, yeah. Because who she get? Casey O'Neill, right? She got Casey up. She got Casey O'Neill up out of there. She put her on the armbar victim resume. So, oh, Zama said club. Oh, club and oh, he said Kong is legit on the ground. Do not judge her on that club and sub. I mean, people. I want to see Wayne Kong do something now. I mean, she had her humbling experience, but it's time to see her what she can do whenever she's ready. Ready. Yeah, that's true. Easy. It's hard to trust kickboxers on the ground who aren't Valentina. I mean, look, there ain't anybody right now where I must say, "Oh, that girl's well rounded like that." And look, easy. Look, I'm saying it. Look, when I saw that first round with Minone and Valentina, I was like, girl, get off your back. This is a first round. When she was on her back, I was like, oh man, here we go. Joanna, same way, man. Joanna, the same way. You put her on her back, and then what's up? That's why they got that good takedown defense. I mean, what other good strikers? Just like strikers, not just like kickboxers. Yeah, like they're the ones you don't really trust. I want to see Natalia Silva show a different level at some point, though. I want to see Natalia Silva in her ground game at some point. I just want to see it, like if she gets forced into that type of situation, I'd like to see it. Yeah, I'm the same way. Easy, yeah. That's what makes MMA crazy. Like, boxing. I mean, forever now, and just being part of that for so long, and being one to kind of say, because I ain't gonna lie, I used to be like that too. I used to be like, you know what, MMA, I'm not worried about that. But the more and more I just like look at these other disciplines and just watch all these other people come from backgrounds like Muay Thai and BJJ, like these fighters that come from BJJ, you see them on tournaments, and then when they come here, and then they just start learning new things, you'd be like, wow, man, like MMA deserves way more respect. It deserves way more respect. I'd be like, it it's still fascinating to me, man, like just as a whole. Because then you be seeing these fighters like, okay, this person right here is a wrestler, but how they gonna handle this? How they gonna handle this footwork? There's a lot of things you want to see. James said Natalia doesn't have anything to fix for now. No, not until it's tested. Like, everything is working. The Valentina fight is 50-50 when it comes to seeing if she can do her game plan, or will she be forced to do something different? Like, will her speed in different style, unorthodox style, will it be enough to do her regular thing, or will it be the fight where we see her have to do something, or will she have that other something to do a plan B or A? I'm plan B or C. Yeah, I thought Holly going to MMA was bad too, but for some reason, after I seen her beat Rocky and gain a couple of wins, well, she gained a couple of wins. Like I think it was LFA, and then she beat Rocky, and then yeah, that was it. I think she just beat no, she beat Marion Renault and Rocky. And after I saw those fights, I was like, I think she's gonna beat Ronda 100%. When I saw her do those things and just like her movement and how she was new at the time, I was like, oh, she's beating Ronda. I would have. Oh man, yeah. I was like, when she just had that style, I was like, oh, this girl is strong. I was like, Holly, y'all just don't know. This girl's like physically strong and she's just athletic. And at the time, Ronda wasn't fighting any girls that had that type of movement. All right, Piper sleeping, gassing them. All right. No, James, Holly never truly became a real MMA fighter. Not in her prime, she didn't. Like she just really started. Like you really just saw her start wrestling against Megan Anderson, and that was already what, like 7 years ago, and she had already lost a number of fights then. But like her kickboxing is what won her that fight, right? Her kickboxing is definitely what won her that fight, but it wasn't like she was this complete MMA fighter. And yeah, throughout her career, she never really like became just complete. Like it was never like I see, it was never like she connected dots in the fight, and her level of striking never changed. Some fights you would just see her take somebody down and wrestle, and that was it. It was because she was kind of forced to. Like when she fought Megan, man, when Megan hit her with some big shots in that fight, yeah, she went straight down. But then her MMA IQ as far as her striking wasn't really on point when she fought Amanda. So that was another one. Like it was just never put together like that. Like it was either just one or the other thing that was going to work. It was never like a Nunes Shevchenko level, like never complete. Ronda, same thing. Never made it to complete fighter. And I mean, the resume says it. Yeah, yeah. Holly never ducks a fight. Holly fights anybody, but yeah, Holly never became complete like that. Mm-mm-mm, mm-mm-mm. Easy say, yeah, I definitely knew it. Ronda, I thought UFC was crazy setting Ronda up. Holly got paid that night. Oh yeah, yeah, she got paid. She got paid, and Ronda got paid. She got paid. She got paid in head kicks and step in elbows and straight left hands. She got paid in a boxing lesson. I remember she was talking about she gonna beat Floyd, man. Yeah, yeah. Holly lost to every top fighter. I'm talking Chris, GDR, Shevchenko, everybody. She would beat the B levels and C's. Who she beat, or C level? Who she beat? Irene Aldana, Megan, Betch Coer, Marion Renault, Rocky twice. Um, yeah, and that's the best thing too. Floyd didn't even respond to that. Floyd didn't respond. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna get up off here now. I appreciate y'all. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't. I'm gonna get back on for the main event tonight. Co-main. That'll be rocking what? How many fights is it? 5. So do the math. Oh man, dang. I I'll just get on. Let me get on at 11:30 because if I say any later, I might just fall asleep. The earlier I get on, the better chances I have to stay on. Put it that way. So I'll get on maybe at 11 because depending on how many knockouts there are, the co-main should start at like 11:30. All right. JP said, "Can you go live for the Wayne Kong fight?" Um, Let me do the math on that. If I am back by 8 o'clock, maybe. It depends on how I feel as far as what I'm about to go do, and then it depends. If I get back in time here to my room, I'm definitely going. I'll get on. But if it starts at like 8 o'clock, sure, and I'm back at 8, I'll definitely be on for the main card though. Yeah, I'll be on for that. Lipsky's gonna sub her. Oh man. Oh, one more thing. No, yeah. That's right. Yeah, I was thinking of I was thinking the other way around for some reason. Yeah, Lipsky, if she sub her, man, hey, I'm gonna be talking junk again about Wayne Kong. You know, I'm gonna have to be like, and this the person y'all thought Valentino was gonna lose to. Oh man, I remember people want to put her in there with Rose. I'm like, man, Rose would probably submit Wayne Kong right now. Let that be Aaron. Good shoot, Aaron will Aaron will beat Wayne Kong right now. I just need to see what she look like tonight. All right, okay, y'all. See y'all in like 6 hours. Peace.